Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's been quite a while since I have been on, and lately there's been a lot going on, not only all around the world, but in our own personal lives within ourselves. So I'm just here to encourage you to stay strong. A lot of us have come a long way since last year and since the pandemic started in March 2020. We're now in November. Some of us made it to November 2021. I'm so thankful to be here and thankful for my family members that are here as well. I'm sure by now we have learned that it's very important that we take care of ourselves and that we also love one another. I know this may sound boring and a little cliche, but this will take you a long way in life. A lot of us have been doing a lot of self-reflections, going within to see just how can I become a better person? How can I take better care of myself, my health, my finances, my career? What can I do in my business? What can I do to improve myself? In turn, as the scriptures say, love thy neighbor as I love thyself. As you go within to help yourself, you will find that it will be much easier for you to help others. You will be able to help others with a glide. And that is why we're here. We are here to not only support and help ourselves and to be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually, but to also help others so that they may also be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. Most of us that feel pretty comfortable about where we are now have not always been that way. Most of us that feel comfortable with ourselves have gone through a lot of valleys, a lot of sorrow, a lot of disappointment to finally find that peace. That peace that the world cannot give you, as we sang in the church. The world cannot give it to you, and the world cannot take it away from you. It's in your heart. And if it's in your heart, it's in your mind, your body, your spirit. Now, I think we're leaning more, particularly in the churches, and talking more about health and being health conscious. Previously, before the pandemic in March 2020, the Eyes of March, which is my birthday, the focus was more on your spiritual growth. And it does take spiritual growth because as a man thinketh in his mind, so is he on the outside in his body. So now I think the focus is not only being on spiritual growth, but all spiritual and financial growth. Let me put it like that. It was spiritual and financial growth. But now it is on not only your spiritual and financial growth, but your health, your well-being, your peace of mind. Think about it. This has to be taught in churches, school, everywhere. If you have constituents, customers, students, members of your congregation that are always upset, always angry, always being needy, that has a tendency to pull on you and weaken you as a leader, as a teacher, as a business owner. As a business owner, you have to set up your business in ways that you will not be so totally drained as you are building your businesses and as you are running your business. You may not be able to run around and drop everything off, drop your packages off the people that have bought from you. You may just need to stick to shipping And not only that, as your business grows, you'll find that you will be shipping on certain days only of the week, not every day. So us as individuals have to find ways to deal with life in a brand new way. We need to look at our situation as it is today. And yes, we know things are going to get better, but maybe this is just our new way of life. Maybe this is just our new way of living. So with that being said, we need to calm down. We need to take time for ourselves, to be good to ourselves, so that we can be a blessing to others, and so that we can be good to others. I know if I'm dealing with a situation, particularly in my field, if I have something challenging coming on and I want to be successful in all that I do, and I know that I can help any child that God puts in my pathway, I feel like that I can help them, whether it comes to reading, their attitude, or whatever. And the same thing with my business, with my Etsy store. I want it to be the best. So I give it my all. And then when my all is not good enough, then it's time for me to step back and reevaluate the situation. Is it time for me to do something different with my profession? Is it time for me to come up with a brand new teaching method, okay? So that my students can be successful. It's very important to me, when I was going to school, they taught us, training us as teachers, that if your class is failing, it's not the children, it's you. You have to take responsibility for what is going on around you. And God gives you wisdom if you will pray, stop long enough, and seek it. God will let you know what you should do. And you will hear a small voice to tell you what you should do, so that everybody involved will be successful. Everybody involved, including your customers on your business and you and your employees, will be successful and happy. Everyone at your church will have an amount of contentment when you're teaching them skills and you're teaching them ways to live according to Christ, and how to treat one another, and how to carry themselves on their jobs. Everyone will basically be satisfied and content, even if you are at a school, as hard as things are now. I've just been blessed to work with people that are wise and that don't get really overboard and excited and carried away, but that make nice, calm decisions, and I feel blessed for that. In the meantime, us as individuals, we have different things going on in our homes. Everybody's different. Make sure your home is a peaceful place, and not so much that, just make sure you have peace. Make sure you have peace. Health and peace of mind is the new wealth. Find that peace. If that means you have to just shut everything down and relax, take warm baths, take long walks. Of course, you know what I'm going to say. For sure, drink plenty of water. Because you know our bodies are mostly made of water. And of course, that makes sense that your organs will be healthier and happy if you drink an ample amount of water a day. So, hopefully I have said something that has encouraged you. Hopefully I can be a person of encouragement, whether it be in my neighborhood, at work, on my business, at church, or wherever I am. Remember, try to be that person that is pleasant, relaxed, and people don't cringe when they see you coming, because you always have your hand out, or you always have a problem. People really run from folk like that. And we're not going to get into that. But just make sure that's not you. Because honestly, whether you know or not, well, it could even be your own family. Your own family will run from you. Oh, Lord, here she come with her problems again. Oh, Lord, here he come crying and whining. He's going to need $5 to get across the street or go up on the other side of town. No. Be responsible for yourself. And start out by teaching your children these techniques. Teach them how to be independently responsible for themselves and what they do and their outcome in life. We cannot continue to point as society, point here and there, because guess what? Everybody's suffering right now. Everybody's suffering right now. We all on the same playing field. So there's no more excuses. We can't point to society and say, society caused this. Yes, in the past it did. And yes, we're still suffering for what has happened to our forefathers. But we're going to have to pull ourselves together. And one good thing, some of us have come from generations of suffering. So when things get rough, when things get hard, hey, they've been difficult for us all along. So all we're going to do is just pick up the torch and keep going and teach our children to be the best that they can be. That's the key. Make sure our future through our children is conducive to success in life, health, spiritual growth, whatever you believe in. And always, no matter what you believe in, it goes back to love. It always goes back to love because God is love. So let's learn to, one, love one another. Love yourself so that you can love your neighbor. I love you, and this is just a little short snippet of an encouragement and a word to push you forward during these times. These are not the normal times that we had before March 2020. Things are different. And you can still win. You can still be successful. Seek the knowledge. The Word of God says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Stand still long enough to seek knowledge. If you can't read, then look things up on the internet that you can listen to videos so that you can learn the information that you need in life to be successful. This is the information highway. Information's all over the place. There's no excuse. Okay, hopefully I can hear some good news to how some of you all have improved and are being successful and are taking your time and taking time to be loving and kind. And of course, to look after yourself by one, drinking plenty of water. Bye. Until the next time, enjoy.